Hello everybody, Ultra749 here, and today we're doing another That Vegan Teacher React video, and, well, just a few days ago, in fact, last month, as of officially now, That Vegan Teacher has started doing a video on Ben Shapiro. Now, for those who know this guy best, well, who know what this guy's all about, it's very, very clear that if you get him started on something, well, he's gonna unload his brain all over you. He's gonna show you what common sense looks like. He'll probably destroy That Vegan Teacher in any kind of debate. Well, let's find out. Wonder what she had to say about teacher right now. Also, this right here, be a good Jew, be morally consistent. I know. First time I saw that when I looked it up, I'm like really? That's how you're gonna title your video? Ugh. All right, let's begin. Prepare for some cringe.
Hello students, welcome to class. Today we're going to be looking at Ben Shapiro and why he is such a hypocrite.
Oh?
Do you know who he is?
Yes, I do.
Hold on, let's back up. He's 37 years old. He lives in Florida. He has 3 children. He's married to a doctor. He plays the violin.
Oh, kind of like Nikocado.
He is a political commentator with opinions that are rooted in tradition. He also defines himself as a Jew. He's got the little yarmulke on there. Or, let's see, I wrote down the names. How to so you pronounce it? Yarmulke or kippah or koppel. Anyway, that's what he has on his head, which I personally find kind of bizarre. I really find that anytime that anybody wears a religious symbol, it just shows, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense.
How does it not make any sense to you? Everybody does that. Anybody religious.
You know, God doesn't really care what you wear on your head.
I'm not going to say she's wrong, but that does make sense. Let's continue.
He really doesn't. He, she, does God even exist?
He. And yes, he does. And, well, before we veer off, let's continue.
No, but this guy's smart. I mean, he knows a lot about a lot. If you just listen to him speak extemporaneously, he just blurts out all kinds of things. He knows a lot about history. He knows a lot about the present day TikTok. I mean,
Oh, well, he's supposed to know everything. That's his job.
I don't know. He just knows a lot about all kinds of things. He's well read. He talks freely about, he knows about sports and I just a bunch of stuff, which, I don't care about sports and I don't care about some of the stuff that he cares about, but my point is that he's a well-rounded person in general. But one of the things that just I don't get is, why is he religious? Now, many of you know that I choose different religions on different days. Sometimes I am Jewish. Why not? The Jews have some good things in their religion. Like I've said before, if you're ever going to get married, it better be Jewish that day, because you get to ride on the chairs, they jump around, and they dance, and you get to be up there. And
Okay, traditionally, this is where she's wrong. Traditionally, it's one or the other. You can't have multiple religions. That's just how it works. For example, my religion is Christianity, and hence that being my birth name. Great, I just revealed my identity. You've probably heard my name be yelled out plenty of times. But anyway, that's the religion I practice, and honestly, it's basically like this: my way or the highway. You can't choose any other route. Let's think of that as an analogy. Hold on a second. All right. Testing out the microphone for a second. All right, let's do it.
Like, there's all kinds of great traditions. But to be Jewish all the time, not a good idea.
Okay, she did not. Teacher her. What are you doing?
Did you hear a word I just said?
That is how you get a lot of people to snap at you.
Same as other religions. Christianity has its good things. Even Muslims have their good points.
Yeah.
All different religions have something good to offer. And the theme is always, in most of these religions, is do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
I think it kind of goes differently in very other religions.
So here in this clip we're going to watch is Ben answering why about Judaism and the 7 laws. Well, you listen to him.
So I believe that people outside the faith of Judaism can reach out.
Okay, hold on. Let's just go back. This is a live stream that he did just a few hours ago, and he's answering questions.
13 hours ago.
I'm not sure I enjoy that one.
No ads, go away! Go away!
So I believe that people outside the faith of Judaism can reach heaven, of course. So
Okay. Do I believe that people outside the Judaism can get to heaven? So he thinks that if you're not Jewish, you can still get to heaven. Okay. Who believes in heaven?
What?
I mean, how can somebody who has a high IQ and be science-based and make sense in so many other things, how can he honestly believe that after he dies he's going to grow a pair of wings or float around or be close to God or whatever? It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, she's one of those kind of people that tend to get on my nerves, just questioning everything about religion. I don't want to nitpick too much into this, but she's just one of those people who really don't seem to get it. They don't seem to understand why we believe this and why we follow it. This is something that just irks me a little bit. Let's continue.
Well, let's keep listening.
So Judaism is a religion that says that you can reach heaven without having to be Jewish. The basic rules are that you have to... They're basically 7 rules. They're called the Noahide laws under Judaism, and people who are not Jewish can get to heaven if they fulfill these 7 basic rules, and they are very basic. It's things like no blasphemy.
Okay, let's go through these all. By the way, I have seen this already, and he gets a bit mixed up. Because he says there's 7 rules, but then he seems to say 6 of them. So I looked them up. I got them written down right here. So we're going to look at those together. So he goes, no blasphemy. So you're not supposed to say, fuck you to God, which I do all the time. So
blasphemy is more than that. It's when you abuse God's word and change it into how you see fit to say gain your own gain a goal. So I don't think it's like saying an insult to God.
Apparently I'm not going to heaven, according to him. Let's go through another one.
Established courts of law.
Establish courts of law. So he says you can get to heaven if you establish courts of law. What kind of bullshit is that? So if you're 2 years old and you've never established a court of law and you die, oops.
Oh yeah, small disclaimer, there's going to be a lot of language being said by her every time she gets riled up. So just a heads up.
Well, you're not going to make it to heaven. Shucks. What bullshit. How can he believe in this stuff?
No murder.
No murder. Okay, so clearly you're not going to heaven either then, Ben. Because you are somebody, just like 99.9% of the population, somebody who eats for murder all the time. You still eat animals. Why is that? Now, I know that somebody has confronted you in the past, so you know what animals go through. You know about the rape, the torture, the confinement, the sadness,
here we go,
the enslavement, and the kidnapping of all the different animals that you eat. In the meat industry, the dairy industry, in the poultry industry.
Okay, none of this...
In the fur industry, wool, leather, all of it.
Okay, none of this has anything to do with what Ben Shapiro's talking about. I think that's pretty clear right now. Oh boy.
Nothing but sadness and horrific treatment of animals all the way through. But according to you, I guess you probably think that you're going to go to heaven anyway, even though you pay somebody to murder these animals for you. What kind of a bizarre religion are you part of? You know, take the good stuff of Judaism, but leave the crap that makes no sense, Ben.
The sexual peccadillos or sexual sins.
Sexual sins. Okay, so you cannot get into heaven if you take part in sexual sins. Well, guess what they do to the animals that you pay for, Ben? They walk up to a bull, they strap this bull down, and they touch him inappropriately until his sperm comes out.
Okay.
That's what you pay for. Then they take the sperm and they
Okay, I get it.
without her consent. Is born if he is a male, steal the milk.
Why does she have to go into detail like that? I don't need the details. Just get to the point, please.
That belongs to that baby. Harder than that. You're not going to heaven, man. I hate to tell you. Because
Okay,
you're part of
what'd
a
I miss?
religion that lies to you about these things and that makes you believe that you're going to go to heaven. You are smarter than that. You're not going to heaven, man. I hate to tell you. Because if you're paying for these things, then God is watching you. I mean, you seem to think that God is watching you. That's why you have the little hat on in the first place, to remind you that God is up there and watching you. What do you think he can't see underneath the hat? It doesn't exactly have a big brim where you can hide what you're doing as you're eating chicken wings. Come on.
All-seeing, all-knowing. There's a reason why God is referred to as such. What are... I think I missed something here. Hold on a second.
Mind you, I hate to tell you, because if you're paying for these things, that lies to you about the milk that belongs to that baby.
This is from when she was trying to make that very rated R analogy. Hold on a sec.
I don't get it. Why would you want to be part of a religion that lies to you about these things and that makes you believe that you're going to go to heaven? You are smarter than that. You're not going to heaven, man.
Okay.
No thieving.
Oh,
What do you think he can't see underneath the hat? It doesn't exactly have a big brim where you can hide what you're doing as you're eating chicken wings. Come on.
No thieving.
No thieving. Don't steal from animals. Here's one. Don't steal from animals. There's a card for you to help you remember. What makes you think that you have a right to steal from animals? The one thing...
because it's what we steal from animals. She keeps saying that. We think we have a right to because we do. It's in our nature.
that they have been. Their lives. Their bodies. Their babies. Do you know what they do to baby chicks in the industry, Ben?
I don't need to know.
In the industry, they take the baby...
No! Every video it's like every video she has to bring up the baby chicks example. We know what they do in the industry. We don't need to be reminded.
Are you okay with that? Do you really want to be part of a religion that says, hey, don't worry, you're going to go to heaven, and we're going to look the other way about all the murder that you're part of? Does it specifically say in your holy books that it's okay to do these things to animals? Because that's a fucked up religion, and I don't think it says that, Ben. So because we know that anyone can be vegan regardless of their age, their gender, where they live in the world, because veganism is about doing the least harm to animals, then you have a moral responsibility to be vegan, Ben. Let's see what else he says.
Kidnapping, you have to stop.
Okay, no kidnapping. You just said it. No kidnapping, which is exactly what they do to the cows. The babies are born and removed from their...
I see what she's doing right now. She's associating veganism with whatever Ben Shapiro's talking about. These all laws that the Jews follow. I think I see what she's doing here. This is not at all what he's talking about.
Their mothers, Ben.
And animals don't apply to these rules, teacher.
They're turned into coats and shoes and handbags and leather seats in your car. Don't steal from animals. Don't kidnap them.
establish courts of law and
You said the courts of law already, Ben. You're getting mixed up. You're saying it twice.
and no eating the flesh of living animal.
No eating the flesh of a living animal. What a great religion. Okay.
It's butter, it's butter.
Hold on a second. I don't care, ad.
But you can
Hang on.
Eating the flesh of living.
don't steal from animals. Don't kidnap them.
Establish courts of law and
You said the courts of law already, Ben. You're getting mixed up. You're saying it twice.
and no eating the flesh of living animal.
No eating the flesh of a living
Oh, I see. Don't eat them alive. He's saying don't eat them alive.
What a great religion. Okay. But you can still eat the flesh of a dead animal after you've murdered it? How nuts is that? Look, I wrote them all down in order according to Wikipedia. I did just a little research, okay? Don't worship idols. Don't worship idols.
He's not committing idolatry, teacher.
Yeah, I don't know that has anything to do with veganism, but I mean, I think that's a good rule. Don't worship. A lot of people worship Ben. They think he's the smartest guy around, but
No one worships him. They follow him. There's a difference between worship and follow here.
that's the problem. Ben, you are literally worshiping somebody out there, some universe. Why? You're worshiping a book, all these rules that were written that make no sense. Or that some of them do make sense, but you're not even following them.
Oh my gosh. I know Jews don't follow. Okay, before I say something that might anger a few people, I do know that it's much differently. The Jews follow a book called the Torah, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I'll look it up afterwards. And Christians, they follow the Bible, which is both the Old and New Testament. I'm pretty sure. Oh, let's just continue. What did she say?
You're worshiping a book, all these rules that were written that make no sense.
Oh, that's right. It's more than just rules, it's lessons. The Bible and the Torah, no doubt the Torah does the same thing. Both of these things teach us lessons on how to be better than all those who don't live faithful lives. That's what the Bible is for.
Or that some of them do make sense, but you're not even following them. Do not curse God. Ah, fuck God. What kind of a weird rule is that?
You just broke that rule. You just now did. I know you're not religious and all, teacher, but would it kill you to show some respect?
Why can't you curse God? You think God had it perfect? Why the hell would God create lions that eat zebras in the first place? Why didn't God just make every animal on earth a herbivore?
Circle of life. That's the best way to explain it. And well, God works in mysterious ways. To answer your other few questions.
Who only eats plants, and then they just die of old age at whenever, so that the ecosystem works itself out. Wouldn't that make more sense? Elephants, giraffes, squirrels, bison,
No. I'm pretty sure this applies to the ecosystem as well. You take one thing away and just leave the one thing there. It's all gonna fall apart. All right, there has to be a balance between both carnivore and herbivore. To bring up this example, it's a balance, circle of life, all that stuff. We're literally taught this stuff in schools. I actually remember it.
herbivores. Like, let's have more animals like that around. That's what I would have said to God. So that's why I say fuck you to God. Fuck you, God. God fucked it up. There's nothing wrong with swearing at God. What kind of a religion would tell you not to tell God to fuck off if he's done some bad things? And he has. For example, he's not exactly down here trying to fix your head. He should take that little hat off of you and say, hello, give you a little smack on the head and say, wake up. Nowhere in my Bible, or whatever book it is that you're reading, nowhere does it say, go ahead and hurt animals. Go ahead and steal from animals. Go ahead and pay people to murder them. It doesn't say that, Ben. And you know better. You know what happens to the animals. You cannot possibly not know. It's impossible.
Okay, let's rewind that.
God fucked it up. There's nothing wrong with swearing at God. What kind of a religion would tell you not to tell God to fuck off if he's done some bad things?
Because, teacher, you don't tell God to screw off. In fact, you don't show any sort of attitude to God. If you do, he unleashes his whole he will point is he's going to give you a piece of his mind and punish you for even going against him. Now, of course, he wouldn't do it right now in person like he would in the Bible, but you keep that attitude up, and well, chances are, well, you'll see. Let's just continue.
Things, and he has. For example, he's not exactly down here trying to fix your head. He should take that. Go ahead and hurt animals. Go ahead and steal from animals. Go ahead and pay people to murder them. It doesn't say that, Ben. And you know better. You know what happens to the animals. You cannot possibly not know. It's impossible. You read all the time. You're always looking at new things. You have your vocabulary is like probably 3 times bigger than mine. Like you're not a dumb guy. You're a smart guy. Anyway, also it says here, do not commit sexual immorality. That's according to the list on Wikipedia. That's the 4th thing for the 7.
Oh, so we're relying on Wikipedia now.
7 Jewish laws. And so, like I said before, if you're paying people to touch animals inappropriately, do you know what they do to turkeys, Ben?
Okay,
now,
I don't need to know.
Ben, take the sperm and has to stop. You have to be vegan from now on. You have 3 million followers, almost 4 million. You need to say from now on, I'm going to be vegan. I'm going to do my best to stop hurting these animals.
Teacher, he's not just going to do that.
Because if there is a good God up there.
There is a good God up there. But he doesn't accept BS like this.
Then that's what God would want you to do. Not behave so badly. You know, the Holocaust never ended for the animals. They still put pigs in gas chambers, Ben. All gas chambers, you as a Jew should know, should be dismantled. Take a screwdriver to them and just take them all apart and melt down all of the parts and create something beautiful. I don't know, a railroad, whatever. Definitely just get rid of the gas chambers.
Since retirement, I've been trying a lot of new things.
I don't care.
Build a new building where they can grow crops to feed everyone. You also know that the eco-footprint of animal agriculture is great. I mean, it is high. My husband said don't say great because it sounds like it's great. It's not what I mean. I mean great in the sense of it's large. So, okay, you know what? I'm not even going to go there because you're some sort of a climate denier. So, you know, I'm not even going to distract you to give you something to talk about that's going to get you off topic. We're talking about the animals, Ben. The animals are living a Holocaust. And I know you might say something like, oh, it's not the same. Well, how is it not the same, Ben? Kidnapping people, kidnapping animals, putting them behind bars, enslaving them, torturing them, murdering them in gas chambers. It's the same, Ben.
You know, her comparing the meat industry to the Holocaust, which actually killed 6 million Jews far back in the 40s, is just ridiculous. I'm going to get to that on another video one of these days, but
That's heroic.
here's... I will address what exactly is wrong with that comparison. Eventually I will. I just need to...
You still believe it can be said?
You want to be Jewish? Fine. But pick the good things from your religion. Don't be circumcising your child, for example. I don't know if that's what you do. But that's not okay. And that's what they do to baby boy cows. Similar, not exactly the same as with humans, but they rip out their testicles.
I don't need to know!
Don't circumcise girls or
Stop it!
animals. Stop hurting them. Okay, again, it says, do not eat flesh torn from a living animal. Who the fuck eats flesh off of a living animal? It's just...
Well, teacher, I can't name a few, but there are probably people out there who do that.
That needed to be said in your religion? I don't get it. Okay, and establish courts of justice. So, these are the things that your religion wants you to follow, Ben. So, follow the good ones. If your religion is telling you to hurt animals, leave it. If your religion is telling you to kidnap animals, leave it. If your religion is telling you to rape mother cows and to masturbate bulls,
Okay, stop!
Leave it. Leave it. Leave those things behind. Keep the good. Keep the fun stuff. Keep your music. That's fun. You know? Even keep the hat if you want. Whatever. But don't be addicted to wearing a hat like that on your head just because it's supposed to remind you to be fearful of God. If God is
We have a reason to be fearful of God, teacher.
good, God is watching you whether you're wearing that or not. I don't think it is reminding you right now to be a good person. It's not working. Ben Shapiro, be vegan from now on. Don't steal from animals. And if by some chance you haven't yet seen this documentary, watch it. I know right now you're watching Succession, and I know you said you like it, but just take a break from that series and watch this documentary. I mean, watch the whole thing,
He's not going to watch it, teacher.
Ben. I know that your brain works fast, so if you absolutely must, I guess you can speed it up a little bit, but no, I take that back. You have to watch it and put a box of Kleenex beside you and take notes, Ben, what we do as a society to these innocent animals who never did a single thing wrong to us, Ben. Watch Dominion. And then come out here and tell me why you think it's okay to continue your horrific behavior towards animals. It needs to stop, Ben. Ben Shapiro. Be vegan from now on. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Well, we're going to end it there. Okay, so it's very clear in this video that she does not respect religion, nor does she understand why us religious folks of any kind, of any religion, mind you, do what we do and believe what's said. I don't think she understands, nor does she want to understand. You just saw right here, folks. Actions speak louder than words right now. And that's something, because what she said now is basically action. Ugh, my goodness. I thought Ben Shapiro was gonna try and watch one of her videos, but no, apparently she just found some kind of live stream. Okay, well, that is all for tonight. I'm going to have to do some research here, it seems, just to counter teachers' questions and all that. What I can tell you, teacher, is that in the Old Testament, pigs could not be killed or eaten back then because, well, they carried plague. And they're also very dangerous because they're man-eaters. So to counter on that one question, that kind of animal has done one bad thing to us, and will kind of eat us alive. It's to have eaten human beings alive. All right, well that's all. I will be posting another video tomorrow, in fact, working on a few, doing some Skyrim playthroughs. This is Ultra749 saying, rock on, God bless, God help this woman, and until next we meet.